There's points. I'm gonna go Rabinus.
Right, hello and welcome to Tier 2. We're here for the Breakout Racing League. Here at the Circuit of the Americas, we're here at Texas, and we're here ready to go. 16 drivers here tonight for the American Grand Prix. 3 rounds to go here in Tier 2, and I am filling in for Katra here tonight. And joining me, of course, co-commentator Tyler. Welcome.
Yeah, should be a fun and interesting race tonight. I'm currently trying to see the weather. Yeah, we will have a drag quali. Do not know about the race yet, but should be pretty interesting. Championship can get locked up tonight. Race will be dry as well, according to XenoStream. So, no fun tonight when it comes to the rain. So.
Well, as I've said I'm predicting a wet Tier 1 in about an hour, 2 hours time, so I could be right, I could be wrong, we'll have to wait and see. Fenchi's coming out now on the medium tyres, a few drivers out there on the mediums already, and hello to you all in chat. I have chat open. I'm going to ask you this question. I ask this to FinFan in Tier 3 every week. I want to ask you, different driver, because different Tier 1 as well. What do you think strategy is here? What's your thoughts of strategy at this circuit?
Strategy's medium soft. If you do start on those softs, and I mean, if you have like 2 or 3 laps on them, you will have to do soft hard. So, medium soft is preferred strategy. I mean, even well, the undercut here is massively strong, so you could even do medium hard too if you wanted to. It's not ideal, so yeah, a lot of interesting strategies.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is medium soft is the definite way to go, and I think we're going to see a lot of that here tonight. I mean, we got 6 drivers on mediums right now. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Who's going to go start on the softs? Who wants to go the mediums? So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in this qualifying session with 15 minutes to go on the clock as Vettel begins his lap time. The first driver to begin a lap here at the Circuit of the Americas with 3 rounds to go in the championship. And Babina's out on circuit. Ritzy's not out on circuit as of yet. But the 2 in the championship that I look at the points right now here in Tier 2 and I think it's not over, but one mistake from either driver can really end it.
Yeah,
really.
Bobina wins with fastest lap and Ritzy DNFs. That's 1 point going into Mexico. But if Bobina DNFs and Ritzy wins, championship's over. So anything could happen tonight. We could either championship could come down to nothing or championship could be over. This is really crunch time coming with, I mean, it's, what was it, 27 point gap, so yeah, one mistake could end it.
Yeah, one mistake could definitely end it, and it shows the pressure on the both of them, but anything can happen and go down. One mistake, one DNF can cost either of them. Could make Mexico and Brazil very interesting. Vettel coming to the end of his lap time now on the medium tyres. And we'll see how he turns out in this lap early on in this session. A lot of drivers, half of the field probably out there doing their medium runs right now. As Vettel's about to cross the line now into 31.7 to start things off here in USA.
Which Louise abandons. Oh, and he's out.
Oh.
He wrecked going into the pit lane. That is a killer already. As he will be starting at the back of the field. They took across the line 31-1 on those softs. Which Goody splits them with a 31-5. Furchow just out of the gate. There's a 30-0. And Aiden responds with just 0.002 faster.
I mean, I didn't realize we were going to get this close this early. My goodness me, Aiden can't at the top. Wow, it's close as you want to get here already here in qualifying, as unsighted Port now is about to come around the last corner. Let's see where Port can go. And Port goes P5 of 31.331.
Which next cross line will be the Haas of Drunken Shamrock coming into the penultimate corner.
What's what the Haas can do here? Drunken Shamrock. Want to be near Port's lap or near Feta, and actually not bad. P6, not far from unsighted Port in P5 right now, with 12 minutes to go in the session. So many lap times already been completed here. Ritzy out on circuit now on a lap, as well as almost everyone else here at the moment. Bobina's now getting a bit of a tow here from teammate Sino. Oh, I don't think that matters anyway. I don't know. Sweller goes...
Genuine
no?
P5.
Thank you. I got that completely wrong there.
Huey goes 4th. And on those softs, who else has come to the lane? Oh, it's Aiden coming into the pit lane. Followed by... that is Sweller coming into the pits, as he's nearly spun it too.
Oh. Let's stay on board here with Ritz. I can't believe watching that bomb pull with that Mercedes. That was... wow. That seems so... I've seen a few drivers do that already. It's quite incredible to see. You just miss your moment and you're gone. It's very easy to do. And watch Ritzy now coming to the end of this lap. The championship leader around the last corner now. Crosses the line and goes
P5 on
P5.
those mediums. Pretty good lap out of the Alfa Romeo. I'm sure that he will go onto the softs at the end of the session, though, as we'll probably be end up outside the top 10 if you do stay on those mediums.
Almost does a 30.0. My goodness me, almost got into those 30.0s.
He'll go P7, 2/10 off of Ritzy's lap. But he has done 3 laps on those tires, so I do expect him to go on to the softs.
Yeah, because I don't think you really want to start on 3-lap old mediums here, to be honest. Even though he's P8 right now, and I think he'd be knocked out anyway, still, you don't want to start on 3-lap old mediums here at this circuit. They will be very tough, probably even when the softs will become tough to handle. But top 2, Ada Khan, and also they're coming to their outlaps now. So 9 minutes to go in the session. Still many things to play out here at the moment, as Moo Moo Milk starting off his lap in the Williams as well. So lap times
rough at the top of the hill. He did get a little bit of sideways.
You don't want to... got to be careful of your validation here at this circuit, as we've seen already this weekend. Got to be careful of those invalidations, because those invalidations can hurt you really badly here at this circuit, especially in qualifying. As we'll watch the end of the Williams driver, as I believe pretty much everyone else out there on outlaps at the moment. So it's still a long stretch to go here in qualifying. And mostly everybody is softs at the moment, well, except for, of course, Ritzy's qualified on the mediums, and the guys who've qualified the mediums already. But it looks like most people decide to go softs to start this race here at the moment, as Moo Moo Milk comes... Oh.
That's the killer. Probably wasn't
the
best lap in the world, but still, to get a time, at least a banker on the board with 8 minutes left would have been nice to have, but now he's gonna have only one more run, and he doesn't have a banker's. Bircho was a 10th up to Sector 1, but then invalidated at the top of the hill.
Wow. The amount of validation so far, quite interesting. As Aiden Khan now is Alex trying to finish off his lap time. Sweller now on a lap time as well. So is Bobina out there on softs at the moment. Sonic out there at the moment. Everybody on their second to final runs here in qualifying. And Fetcho, of course, invalidated. But watch Anakan here, because Anakan could very well maybe improve. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of his sector times to know how much he's been up, but laps look pretty good so far. Oh, as he's missed the penultimate corner. It's gonna cost him about 2-3 tenths. He crosses the line. He's still going to improve by 3 tenths though.
Well, it shows he's got a bit more time left in him if he still does a fast lap like that. As Sonic now is about to come to the final corner now. Let's see what the other Ferrari driver can do. And here goes P4.
Which Bobina.
So,
oh. 0.201 is the gap between him and Aiden now, as Sweller's going to cross the line, finish his lap, followed by, I believe, or the Racing Point's final lap. Sweller improves but does not go up a position.
Ichiko didn't improve as
he was
now
on
is coming.
lap.
Of course he was. This game is fantastic. He did sales on
about to
out.
complete his lap
and
then invalidating the penultimate corner. So next would be Gudu on the
Port. Oh no.
Gudu's invalidated, so it will be Port, who is 8.5 tenths up. We'll get a bit of dirty air from Gudu. Still go P4. Could have maybe had P3 if he didn't get that dirty air, but nothing you can do about that. Zeno goes P6. Oh, Goody spun. Exit of turn 1.
Oh. Those medium tires, it gets it back around. So.
Ooh, Tizano might complete this lap. He's a 10.5 up at the moment, but he is very low on battery.
Cross the line.
We'll stay P7. He will have enough time for one more run now, so shouldn't be too much stress coming from the Ferrari.
Yeah, he'll get back into the lane in time, so he should be A-okay. But Bobina on top at the moment, 29.479 here in qualifying for Tier 2. And Feta now, Ichiko about to cross the line, but it's only a 34.429, so
he will go again though.
Yeah, he'll go again, and we'll watch Feta chase now. Let's see what Feta can do. And the other racing point comes around the final corner now, and let's see where he can go. To the line.
P5. Split Staffatories, as I don't believe anybody else is on a lap besides Ichigo, who is heading down into the hairpin.
Where is he now? He surely must be completing this lap. Yeah, because oh no, he may get back in time to come in and change tyres, but I think this is a committed lap from Ichiko here at the moment.
We'll see the Sector 2 split. Depending on the Sector 2 split, I'll probably make a difference. He's just gonna have to pin Shelby. I don't know, he'll have enough time to make it. It's just
he should get out in time.
Because he may get held on the pits from Feta pitting, so it's gonna be close. Feta's session, I believe, will be over. But yeah, I don't know if Ichigo will make it either.
As we have the Rebel who's invalidated in the first sector, seen as down to P15 and has invalidated in that first sector, which is very easy to do here at this circuit. So only two drivers out on circuit, which will turn into one in just a second. Everyone in the pit lane.
Yes, everyone is fitting the soft tires, so no one is going to stay on those mediums. Yeah, at the moment, the only driver with him. Actually, there's three drivers with medium laps. Ritzy being the highest in 10th with a 31.0, as he's gonna be the first driver on track on those fresh softs.
It's fascinating. This is what I love about illegal BRL with many tiers. My tier, they do tier 3. About 4 or 5 drivers started on the medium tyres, qualified on the mediums, and here in tier 2, looks like everyone's going to be softs. It shows you the difference of how everything plays out here at the moment, especially Ritzy down in P10. I'm pretty sure Ritzy would want to not be in the mid-pack, because anything can happen in the mid-pack, and as we have said before, a DNF and Bobina winning, boy, that would open up this championship in tier 2 hugely.
Yeah, I mean, so much to play for. This is kind of not the deciding race, but this could hold the momentum for the last two.
Well, we're definitely. Well, I think it can be the deciding race, but it can't be the. It could not be the deciding race. It could be either or. I think after this race, you're really going to know how this is going to end in the last 2 rounds. I think after this race, you're really going to know if Bobina can finish ahead of Ritzy in this race. I think it could go to Brazil. I think it definitely could go to Brazil, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's Ritzy starts his lap.
Everyone is on an out lap. Oh, besides Ritzy and Senna now.
Well, that's what we love to see.
Split. He will be 5/10 steps, so at the moment, only P11. He needs to find at least 5/10, 5/6.
Yeah, we'll watch the end of the Red Bull's lap and see if he can move his way up in the field. P15 right now.
Oh, Furcho's crashed in the S's.
He has. You can see that on the right side of your screen there, the Red Bull dot, as the other Red Bull crosses the line. Only goes P14.
So, nothing that he's going to be able to do. Ritzy is 2/10 up through Sector 1. Not to see how much he's up through Sector 2. It's a bit of traffic.
A couple of
8/10 up. Currently P7.
Ferrari gets out of the way. He'll be hoping that Racing Point gets out of the way as well.
As it says, session is over, but I do not believe that's true. I'm pretty sure they still have another minute.
Yeah. It's a nice game. As the Alfa Romeo now. Ooh,
gonna get a lot of dirty air from Feta. We're starting a lot, but he will get a little bit of a slip. He will go P2, misses out by just under a 10th. There will be Gudu who comes across the line next to finish his lap. He'll jump, or he'll actually stay 10th on those softs, but he will go again. So that will pass it on to Mumu, who's heading into the final corner.
That's the corner cut on the left. Goes P8.
Don't go up to P8. Which session may be over actually now, because AI took over. As Aiden only goes 2/10 quicker, so he will stay P3.
No, he invalidated.
Your session's over now, yeah. Oh, did he invalidate?
He did a 20. Yeah, he did a 29.4. That would have put him P1, but he invalidated.
Wow. Goes P8.
Sorry, chat. I'm just losing my mind here at the moment. Trying to see who else.
We're nearly invalidating the final corner, but
P4.
Still will go P4. Actually, him and Aiden set identical lap times. Oh, his next will be Shamrock.
There you go, chat. There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Shamrock goes P9.
Next will be, I believe, it'll be Ichigo, who doesn't go anywhere. He'll stay P14. Next will be
Feta.
Sweller, who was invalidated, but now it'll be Feta, who goes P6. Wilt is still on the lap.
And that... Oh, no.
That's it.
That's it.
Qualifying is over.
Well, that was a very entertaining last couple of minutes there. Bobina on top over Ritzy. That is, wow. Close as you want to get. Aiden Khan and Port, identical lap times, but I think it was just in the milli of seconds. As you can see on this screen, on the lead, it says 0.200 and then 0.201, but 1:29.680 for the both of them. Wow.
I'm trying to invite Louise back real quick.
Don't mind me, just doing
There we go.
tweeting something out on Twitter. There we go. So there we go. Bobina on top over Ritzy, Aiden Khan, Port and Sino P5. And there's outside the top 10. I swear, get set here. Everyone on the soft tyres.
Louise, I think, is the biggest wild card at the moment, as we did not get to see any of his quali pace, as he did wreck out in the first 2 minutes of the session, hitting the pit wall. So
yeah, it was we saw that on board, and he will start at the back here for this one. About to get things set for this race, and be interested to see how it all plays out. Who at the back may be, well, I think pretty much everyone will probably at the back outside the top 10 will start on the mediums. As we have said, the medium softs can be a very tasty strategy around here.
which I'm just reminding Bobina of the bet we made like 2 weeks ago. Or not 2 weeks, last week. I said if he wins a race, he has to sing Let It Go. So,
well, folks, it's, I'm looking forward to that. But, boy, that will be... I look forward to that.
Let's check the race director real quick. So right now, Ichigo's the only driver on the medium tires, but they may also be still loading into the session. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so Tasonic mediums, we got Ichigo mediums, and 4 others on the sauce at the moment. We'll see how that could possibly change here at the moment, if it will. Yes, there we go. We got 2 more drivers.
14th now. It's 15. Oh, Zenab's going to go on the hards. Oh, interesting.
Well.
So we have all 3 tires right now outside the top 10.
And to be fair, Louis just joined, so that's why he will be on the soft tyres. So
you have 1st through 10th all on softs, 11th through 14th on mediums, Zinab and 15th on hards, and Louise rounding out the field on softs. This is gonna get good.
It's gonna be wild turn 1. It's already been wild turn 1 this week, and I think it's going to be even more wilder here in turn 1 between the top 2 in the championship. Aiden Khan as well sitting there behind Port and Sino, Feta. All these drivers will be vying for position into turn 1 here at the moment. And boy, I'm quite looking forward to this, to say the least.
I would not be shocked if we see a dive bomb or 2. Track position is going to be very key, especially once DRS gets enabled, because it's most likely going to be a giant DRS train. So, hopefully we see no wings fly. But
you also giving me spoilers for about 2 hours time. For my pain. Yeah. Stay tuned for that, folks. T1 coming up in 2 hours time. But we're here for T2, and it's a titanium battle between Bobini and Maritzi for this championship. It is still, 27 points, you may say not close, but it is still close with 3 rounds to go, because anything can happen. So we'll be keeping our eyes on both the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo driver And
Yeah, comparing it to the other tiers, this is the closest or no, this isn't the closest battle,
nope.
but it is one of the closest.
I think the second closest in BRL at the moment. I think.
I think tier with is it
T
5?
yeah. 3.
3.
It's 3 drivers in tier 3, but we're here tier 2. Yeah, I think tier 5 is close as well.
Yeah, T5.
But we're about to get underway.
The top 5 or top 6 actually are separated by 50 points. So there's still 5 or 6 drivers in the championship fight.
But it's Bobina, Ritzy, Aiden Khan, Port, and Zeno about to get set as the lights go crazy on my screen. It's Bobina and Ritzy on the front row.
Now lights are on.
As we're racing. Looks
Bobina
like
gets a great start.
Great start by Port in the middle as well, but Bobina leads into turn 1, and at the back it's reasonably clean at the moment. Won the Alpha run. Mayo's had a bit of slight moment, but clean at the moment here.
There's Gingers around.
Oh.
No wing damage.
Yep.
Ooh, Aiden.
Oh!
Oh,
I just saw that. I just saw that at the corner of my eye. Aiden can't with that big moment there, but he holds onto it as it's Bobina, Ritzy, Port, Aiden Khan as our Feta looks for the move.
Feta's going to get very optimistic and try and get 2 in one corner.
Oh, he's going to try.
There we go. Here comes Shamrock. All drivers using batteries. Shamrock's he's going to put it 3 wide. Or no, he won't get there.
God, look at...
Oh, yes, he will.
4 wide. 3 wide! Oh! And now here comes Fercho behind. Oh, and Cena slightly tapped Feta. Oh, it's going down here in lap 1 already. Oh.
Yep. Shamrock's going to be up the inside of Zeno, and I would not be shocked if Sweller follows through. Tizana gets a little bit of wheel spin.
Oh.
Shamrock and Zeno
a bit
are
wide.
still side by side.
They're going to stay side by side, and Cena goes to the right, but Drunken Shamrock.
Inside.
Oh my god,
drivers.
Got everyone.
There's a snake at the front. What? We're missing everything.
There's so much going on here at the moment. As there's Sweller and Tazonic here for P10. Tazonic on the medium tyres, looking to go for around the outside. Great racing here at the moment on lap 1.
Tier 2 is probably the closest here, besides Tier 3. So, always produces good racing. Love to see it.
I'm gonna say Tier 2, Tier 3. People at Tier 3 won't be happy with me saying that, as I'm the commentator for Tier 3, but Tier 2 always delivers as well. But look at this now, Bobina and Ritzy, the games begin here at the moment between these two. Port's in there behind as well, so this
Sweller
is,
and Tazonic are still side by side.
Oh my god, apologies chat for scrolling down here, but look at this.
They've been going
side by side,
for a whole lap now.
I'd love to point out, oh,
bit of contact.
Louise is up to
Louise is up
to
to
P12.
Actually, let's check positions. Louise at the moment's biggest gainer with 4.
No way! Oh,
they're still. He's still there? Tazonic's still there?
Oh! I thought Louis was going to try to pass to both of them there for a second, but they're still side by side. Sweller and Tazonic here for P10. Oh, there's contact. And Louis comes... No.
No, it's Port or Sweller. I mean, it's actually going to, let him get back side by side with us. I don't know. Who's...
Is Louis going to try? No.
Louis, yep.
No. No.
There we go.
Gets it done. Or does he? Yes.
No, there's still. Are they 3? No. Luis gets both of them. Sweller and Tazonic are still side by side. As Sweller's gonna back out of it before they get to the S's. Holy. See, we're watching a battle for 10th. We haven't even seen much at the front yet.
Well, to be honest, I think at the front they're just waiting for their moment. I think that's what these 4 are waiting for with this DRS now.
DRS is now enabled, which Zeno may be able to have a shot at Shamrock going into Oh no, the corner number. No, he will not be close enough.
And the car wasn't close enough to...
Swella will have a shot at
for the time being.
Sonic.
No! It's on again! And it's not enough. Ichiko's sitting there right behind as well. And Sinev on the hard tyres is watching with a kingful eye.
Oh, as Goody spins behind them.
Oh, where is he? There he is. Alfa Romeo around as Bobina holds the lead still here, coming on lap 4.
Sets the fastest lap of the race too, showing that he is pushing with all of his might. Luis can actually go. What is that? How much faster did he? He went 0.3 quicker. So Luis also showing he has the pace to get up there, as he's actually up 6 positions. Oh my! Here we go again. They're still battling.
Oh, close as you want to get between these two. I think Ichiko's just sitting there watching with popcorn behind because
he's waiting for us. He's waiting for the straightaway because these two are both pretty low on battery, and he's still sitting pretty. Same for Zenaf behind him. Oh, here we go. That's the run he needed. Oh, he lifted. Oh, but he's gonna send it.
Gets it done, but here comes Sweller back. Up ahead, Zeno's now ahead of Drunken Shamrock.
Zeno has the battery to dump, but here comes Zena. Or no, Zena's not even going to be able to get the run on Sweller. Oh.
I'd like to apologise to our top 5 drivers right now, because there's just so much going on between this pack right now. But in other news, as I said, Zeno now ahead of Drunken Shamrock for P6 in this race. And Fink still sitting at the front port, has got slightly close every so often to Ritzy Raccoon.
Goody's around again.
Same corner.
Yeah. One of the Alfa Romeos is running P2, the other one isn't having the same luck down there in 16th.
Oh.
Feta gets around Aiden down the straightaway. Actually, this puts Zeno back in DRS range of him, because Aiden's actually AI. What's happening with him? Is he lagged out?
No.
No, it still says his profile, he's at Multiplayer USA. Okay, there he goes.
Now he's back.
Probably lost the game audio and had to try and get it back. That's my only guess. But that's actually lost him massively, because he fell out of DRS of Feta, and that put him right into the grasp of Zeno.
And Zena's going to look for it here. DRS, and it's going to come through.
He's going to get the move done. His Goody's in the pits. Ooh.
Aiden still tries to show the nose around the outside, but just can't.
Still there.
But if you got... And now he's where he wants to be.
He's going to try and switch back. It hits up the rear a bit from Shamrock, gets him a little loose, so Aiden will get back up to 5th.
And Furcho behind too as well. So Furcho in this, and Luis coming through because the Mercedes driver's just
He's up 7 positions right now. And he's got 4 more cars in front of him.
And he's been doing fast lap after fast lap after fast lap, so he's got pace right now.
I don't know if you have the telemetry up, or...
Yes, I do.
I don't know if you see Furcho's battery or not, but... he has been saving. Because if you look at the drivers around him, he is solid about 50% higher than everyone else.
That's smart. That's
very smart.
When you're in a pack like this, you definitely should be doing that, not waste it like I usually do. Yeah.
There's nothing you can do up here. It happened on Thursday in Realistic. There was 5 of us in the DRS train and there's no overtaking.
Yep, I did notice that as well, and Port now, just again, it's situation he just cannot get past Ritzy, so it's going to be a cat and mouse game. Meanwhile, behind, Louis comes through on Furcho for P8. Not quite at the moment, they will go side by side.
Luis is
Oh,
gonna hold it around the outside, and he will have the inside for this next quarter, so he should get the move done. Yes, he will. That's him up into 8th now, up 8 positions.
superb move there by the Mercedes driving Futura. Now goes down to P9. But look at this pack. Look at this pack now. It's basically
Wrecked at the top of the hill. It's a virtual safety
it's
car.
a virtual.
Oh, this could actually open it up. Ginger, you can make it from hards from here. He will not pit though, so no one will pit under this VSC. He could have just gotten himself right back into this race. Because the gap to the leader is 24 seconds. He would put himself, because he's about a 20-second pit stop, I believe. So
yeah,
and you'll save more than that. Oh
no! Well,
that's a killer. That's gonna drop him outside the points.
Championship changing stuff right there, folks. Bobina drive through. That's the pressure.
Ritzy's gonna get him down the straightaway too. He's gonna have to serve it this lap.
Has Ritzy now just put one hand on the T2 trophy? Wow.
I mean, anything can happen. Ritzy was having a good week last week at Japan, and then...
Oh, meanwhile, Furcho. Where has Furcho come from?
Yeah, he's got it back by Luis.
P7.
Luis is gonna switch back though, but he will not. He'll have the outside for those corners, so Furcho should complete the move. Oh, Furcho. Oh. Okay. Yep, as Bobina will pit and he will serve the drive-through.
Oh.
That's a killer. Now he has to hope that Port can go up there and challenge Ritzy for this win.
Wow. It's wow, it's our Furcho and Louis go at it again. These two
this is gonna drop him all the way down to 12th. And he hasn't even pit yet. So he's gonna lose a position to Shamrock too, so he's effective P13 at the moment.
He could still get points.
He needs to finish at least 9th to continue his championship hopes.
Yeah, he could still get points. He's still in a good position to get points at the end here. We'll have to wait and see if that does help him out.
That's just put salt in the
wound. No.
Oh.
Well.
Now he has to hope for the classic Tier 2 late race safety car.
That's all he could do. Yep. That's all he could do.
Because Ritzy now has a pit stop gap over him. Which, that would be just a crusher to see your championship leader pit and come out in front of you when you haven't even stopped yet. Actually, he's going to lose out to Shamrock now, too.
Oh, dear.
At this point, I'd pit for hards and just go long.
I actually agree with you there. Go long. Hope for the best. Get your own rhythm.
Aiden's going to be the first to jump into the pits. He's going to be... Actually, you can maybe make it on the mediums here. He's going to the mediums. Mumu's also going to follow into the pit lane. He will be jumping in the mediums as
well. From Anakan T2, in T3 when he's in T3, very good driver on his tyres, so I think Anakan can definitely make it to the end here on these mediums. Port getting close to Ritzy here for the lead.
Yep, he's going to have the... He just needs to run out of this corner and he can have him going down at the end of the straightaway. Yep, he's going to get him here. He has the battery. If he so wants to use it.
He doesn't want it? Oh, here we go.
Now he's done it. But he's done it too late. Yeah. He's going to have to wait another lap. Which actually, I don't know how far Aiden was behind the leaders, but he could very well jump up into the fight for the win.
Very well could. It's now Louis. All of a sudden now is behind Sino for P4. The Mercedes driver just...
I've missed that.
Saints drive, if I was him, I'd be taking recording of all your overtakes, because my goodness me, this Mercedes
had
driver
11
has
of
done
them.
many.
Ritzy's going to jump into the pit lane, so Port's going to have clean air for one lap, but clean air for one lap is not going to be enough to stay in front of him, or to jump him, more or less. It's going to be...
real quickly,
Louise on Zeno.
Oh, hold a second, I will
Zeno's
get
gonna get the switchback, but he will not be able to get close enough to pull the S's.
Oh, please don't try to go for... Okay.
Oh yeah, Ginger.
Oh,
Ginger has jumped Feta. Oh wait, no, Ginger wasn't the one that pit. It was Shamrock. That's who it was. Which he's 8/10 off of Aiden. So he's very well could be in the top 5. Or close to being fighting for a top 5. This has put Aiden right on the back of Feta.
it has. This is the battle here for will be for the final spot on the podium. So this will be interesting to see how it all plays out here at the moment. And real quickly before Port comes in, damn X, thank you for following, and yes, good luck to all the drivers. And yes, indeed. And hello to everybody in the chat as we wait and see what Port does. But I want to see Adakan here, because Adakan's going to look for the move here on Feta for effectively could be P3.
He gets it. Ritzy also gets by Sweller, which
Port.
that's just put more people in between him and Aiden. Port will pit.
In.
Luis stays out another lap. Zeno stays out. Vircho's gonna jump both of these drivers, because he goes into the pit lane. As there's a yellow flag of Smuma who spins and reset the track, but we'll see if that even matters.
As pit stops all happening here at the moment, Port is going to be coming out
is
just
long ways back. He has lost almost 2.5 seconds by staying out that extra lap. That is how big the undercut is. But Ritzy is currently in a giant line of traffic of Zinab, Ichigo, and Trezonic, who are on those mediums and are going to be out there for another 5 laps.
It's going to be interesting to see as Ritzy now's going to look for the move. Smoking Ginger, I think Anakin tried to go for a dive on Ginger, but couldn't.
Feta. He could get a double
overtake here. So we see Tazonic and Ichiko, Tazonic and Ichiko going side by side. Ichiko goes
This
deep.
is only hurting Ritzy too.
Yep. Oh, Feta and Aiden can't side by side.
If Feta can keep it around, yep, he's going to be able to keep it around the outside. So he will have the inside for this corner. Aiden goes very deep. That's going to let Feta... Oh, but Feta gets a lot of wheel spin. He's going to let Aiden back through. Oh, he's going to switch back.
Oh my.
This is too much.
A 5 second speeding penalty in the pit lane.
That's also just... McLaren... They were leading the constructors. I don't know what the gap was. Oh, Ritzy's gonna get by Ichigo now.
But he's Feta. Oh my god, close as you want to get between these two at the moment. As now Ada can't back through. Hold on.
The gap between McLaren and Racing Point was 29 points. And the gap between Racing Point and Alfa Romeo was 1 point. So at the moment, if the race was to end, Ritzy would be getting 18. Ichigo would be getting 15. Feta would be getting 6. And McLaren right now are both out of the points. With Bobina way outside the points, and Zeno not in any better position.
As Ritzy's now through the traffic, now it's time for Port to get through the traffic. And hello to Ryan and Deb in the chat. Deb, it is a well, American League mostly, but worldwide. I'm Australian and they still love me here for some reason, so yeah. But worldwide, really, basically, Deb. So, yeah, we all love each other. Well, except for... But 1 second now for Ritzy over Tasonic. So Ritzy's gone. Now Port has to get through these three as best as he possibly can.
Aiden gets a penalty.
Oh,
That's gonna drop him. Well,
that could give
effective P5 because Shamrock's in fifth. He's effective.
That could give
P5.
Shamrock maybe a
If
podium.
Feta gets a penalty, that puts Shamrock on the podium.
I completely forgot about Port. My apologies. And now Smokey Ginger.
He gets nabbed by both Louise
Oh!
and Furcho in one corner. Oh!
Port now with a penalty.
That puts Feta just outside 3 seconds on him.
And now,
So Feta right now is effective P2.
all Ritzy has to do is just have a cup of tea and just
Championship
hold those
is championship at the moment's over. Bobina needs to score 1 point, and he could bring it to Mexico. But at the moment it's 52, and he wins
and I'm
on the
guessing
tiebreaker.
Ritzy would have more wins. Yeah, yep. As Louis and Drunken Shamrock, Louis goes through to P9 now. So Drunken Shamrock loses the position. So wow, the Mercedes driver just moving his way up through the field at the moment. As Port now has out of nowhere got the moves done on Ichiko and CNF. I missed that completely. And now he's trying to get through on Tazonic for second on track.
Which I'm kind of waiting on all the pit stops to, what's it called, to sort themselves out. And then we can see where everyone is at on track. Furcho sets fastest lap of 33.8 on those medium compound tires.
As Port now goes through on Tazonic. So Port now will honestly try to get away from the cars behind that could maybe take him off the podium. Maybe, but there's just a gap at the moment through the field. Look at these pack of cars here at the moment here in Tier 2. Shamrock now gets a penalty.
Yeah, which I mean, he got passed by Louise and Furcho, so he was fading on those older mediums. He may have to pit at the end, as he's already been on them for 5 laps.
Oh, and Aiden now, well, he selects one to get through this next pack of cars. Through now into P5, and Feta will try to join in this as well. Meanwhile, Ichiko and Tazonic again, going at it again.
Oh, he won't get the move done.
No.
He'll get on the outside curb, and that will...
Oh, you're kidding!
But he sends it back up the inside. Tazonic gets on the outside curb. Won't get the best run. Holy... Yep, this Ichigo will get the move done. Yeah, should. Right? No? He
Watch
won't
this
get...
from Aiden Cub's point of view. Oh, and he pulls it behind Ichiko. And a great, absolute great battle steam between those two here at the moment as CNF now into the lane.
Yep, Tazonic's gonna also get DRS on Ichigo, and...
Here comes Aiden!
Aiden's gonna try and get both of them, and he almost gets both of them. He will get his team.
Chad,
Which actually,
you're kidding.
Oh no, please don't. I'd rather not have to do more speed reports. Oh my god. If he makes this work, that's overtake of the week. That's... Oh, it's Ichigo.
Already, yeah. Oh no, there's chaos!
Oh.
There was and I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's a Red Bull that's had a moment. It's chaos in the Circuit of the Americas. I think Feta may have... Feta's lost that plate.
Ichigo hit the back of Aiden, spun around. I don't know if Tazonic has wing damage.
I think...
yeah.
I think Feta does as well.
Tazonic's missing his left end plate. I believe Feta is missing a right end plate. That has... Oh, Racing Point were having an amazing race too. They needed these points to gain on McLaren, which is that's just put Zeno right on the back of Feta and putting them right back in the driver's seat.
My God, I think Feta just hit his teammate as well. That's why Feta got damage too. So, wow, there's just there's like 4 or 5 cars everywhere, and no one had anywhere to go in that part of the track. Feta struggling, as now
He's
Cena
gonna
will go
pit.
through. Louis got damage as well.
Oh,
Fercho got damage. 3 cars.
Double stack. Oh, what a happened?
5 cars? Well.
Louise pits. He got wing damage too from
here.
that.
Has Sonic got did Louis get damage as
Fercho
well?
got wing damage too. All 5 of those drivers have pit, except for Ichigo, had damage.
You're kidding. All
Bobina.
5 of those drivers.
Oh my god. This is
We'll keep it alive.
Bobina's
Wow.
back in championship fight now. If he just sits here and rides where he is at, the championship fight will still be on. The gap will be 50 points going into next week.
I haven't seen that in a long time. 5 drivers, all with damage, this part of the race. Wow.
All
So that
from
might
one
be an
incident as
instant-
well. Which,
Yeah.
that just put Luis from being in 4th, going onto nearly a podium, to 11th and outside the points. But he is right on the back of Sweller, and
yep.
he will get the move done.
There is the points, sorry, not the points, the penalties for you all, chat, at the moment. Pretty simple throughout the field at the moment, except for Smoky Ginger could maybe get up to P5. But Ritzy is in a comfortable position to win this Grand Prix, unless, you know what I'm going to say next, unless a late safety car. Austin, he still got.
Yeah, he does have a 3-second penalty as well, so. And he's also going to be going 12 laps on those softs. I mean, that's doable, but they are not fun at the end. You will be sliding everywhere.
No, you'll be absolutely sliding anyway. Meanwhile, Fercho closing out. Sweller's contact. Fercho's got damage. Oh dear.
Sweller's around. Sweller's just letting everybody through.
I don't know if Sweller was trying to let Fercho through and just it ended badly, but now Fercho will have to come back into the lane again. As 3-second penalty for Sweller.
So, just even more. Yep. It's all in the wind.
Yeah.
As he's also spun coming onto the straightaway. Oh. It went from bad to worse to just, I want to retire in the pit lane.
I'm kind of expecting that to happen, actually. But,
Ginger's into the pit lane.
Yeah, well, Ginger 16 laps on those medium tyres.
That will move Bobina up to 8th now. So the gap will be 48 between him and Ritzy. Fercho, it's a time penalty as well.
Oh no!
He's left the pit lane. He did not retire, but he's now retired.
He almost retired the pits, which it
would have caused a safety car.
Pits. Yep.
That would have caused a safety car.
That did, my goodness me. 4.3 seconds for Ritzy at the moment, which is basically 7 because of Port's penalty.
Sweller speeds in the pit lane and will retire.
And there we go.
So it leaves us with 13 drivers left. Feta in the last point scoring position.
It has been absolutely unbelievable here at the moment. In this race, everything's just been going down. CNF though getting close to the Moo Milk for P6, and CNF could actually, well, definitely will go past him anyway because of penalties, but still the Red Bull will try to see if he can get into that top 6.
Yeah, he will have to gain about 7 seconds on Zeno if he wants to get within that 5-second gap. But yeah, Ritzy could actually pit and come out in 5th if he wanted to, but he won't. because I know he won't.
Yeah, Ritzy's not that
He wants
type
the
of driver to do
championship.
that. Exactly.
I bet you if I
Ritzy
paid him
also would want
$20,
the
he
win.
would.
As well, Zenith now just pulls to the left, saying, "I'm here, Moo Moo," and we'll wait for his right moment here. At the moment, Smoking Ginger and Tazonic near each other as well, but Smoking Ginger now will try to get up to Feta, who's down in P10 at the moment.
Mumu will get
As Moo Moo-
another penalty. That's
Wow.
going to drop him into a gap where Louise will get him on penalties. Oh, yo. Oh, it's Ichigo, who has spun on the straightaway.
Wow.
Man, I did so much work for Racing Point when I was in Tier 2.
As Cena now looks for the move here on Moo Milk for P6 and
Louise
gets
will
it done
also
very
get by
easily.
Bobina.
Yeah.
Which if Bobina can keep within that DRS range, he will be brought up to Mumu and Zenov.
There's an idea of the penalties for you all. Moo of course has 6 seconds worth of penalties, and Louis with 3 here at the moment. As
Struggle for Bobina right now. I'm just on board
Shamrock.
with him. And he's understeering. Shamrock pits. Okay, I did say he may have to pit because he pitted lap like 8 on those mediums, and that's not gonna work. He will go to the softs. Mumu's gonna pit as well. This is gonna move Bobina up to 7th. This is only helping Bobina.
Keep in the championship fight. Feta now moves up a position as well. Ginger gets into the points. But for Drunken Shamrock, yeah, smart. If you think you're not going to make it, you may as well pit it this time, because get as much advantage as you can on those soft tyres, which he is not far for a chance at a top 5, because the margin between him and Zenith is about 6 seconds, so he could still get P5.
Yeah. I mean, Zenov needs to get 5 seconds on... Or not 5 seconds, it's about 6 seconds on Zeno as Etcha goes into the pit lane. Who has fastest lap, actually? Louise? Etcha might try and steal that. Oh, he has no front wing. That would make sense, why he is in the pit lane.
Oh, chat, there we go. 42.413 for Louis in P6 at the moment, so could someone try to go for a fastest lap and beat that here at the moment? As a 5 second, what else? I was about to say 5 second penalty. It's a 5 second margin for Ritzy over Port. Ritzy's had well, it hasn't been easy, but still, in the last half of this race, it has, but just swimming away and pretty much 1.5 hands on that trophy of Tier 2 at the moment. Louise still getting close to the CNF for P5. I think DRS straight. I think the Mercedes should get through here.
Yeah, he does have the battery advantage, and he just has the pace advantage in general, being on the soft tires. Trying to do that. That would be relatively 46 points at the moment. But I want a safety car. Just because I want this championship to be interesting.
46 points, it's still not over. So Louis now looks for the move here on Sinev for P5, and Louis now goes up into the top 5 in this race, and we'll just try to push as much farther as he can. Meanwhile, Shamrock closing on Bobina for 7th.
Oh, as he just gets such better traction out of the corner.
Oh, here we go, Chad. He's a good view on the helicopter.
There he goes. Gets by him. It's just slowly fading. He's done 2 less laps on those mediums compared to Ritzy and Port, but doesn't seem to have the pace on those tires that he needs to be.
No. not. As amazingly, after what's been happening in the last 22 laps, things have started to settle. It's been a wild one here in T2 tonight. 5 seconds for Ritzy. Then it's Aiden Khan P3. Even after going into AI, Aiden Khan doing very nicely in the top 3 at the moment. There's Ichigo up ahead, who's a lap down. Sino P4 Louis in P5 right now. In this race, Moo Milk gets another time penalty.
Yep. So if there was a safety car to come out, he wouldn't gain anything from this unless people spin. So he's kind of
tell you
ready
what,
for this race to be over.
If there was a late race safety car, boy oh boy, 2nd to 5th will be a little bit nervous. Well, except for Zeno, because
I think Zeno would have to stay out, in all honesty. I mean, if they want to play the championship game, Zeno would have to stay out with that time penalty. Because Bobina would need to pit, to put on some softs to go to the front. So all comes down if they want to play team strategy or not. Because I know they're in the same party as Ichigo takes the fastest lap. So strategy's gonna be key.
Ichigo with the fastest lap of the race, just trying to get something out of nothing in this race for Racing Point. Feta down in P9, but Feta is actually catching Bobina here for P8.
P8. If I'm Bobina, I'd want the race to end now. I mean, he would still be, worst he's gonna finish is probably 10th. So he'll still be within the fight, but it'll be a 51-point gap. So he would need major luck to win this championship. Which actually hold on, actually no. Championship may not even be over if Ritzy does win this race. I have to go see 2nd place finishes. Oh, my phone died. No.
Well, yeah, you keep on with that, because...
Yeah, I'm gonna go double check. Just because Ritzy Ritzy would, because he's getting a 3rd win right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Ritzy would have more.
I think it would be... right now I think Ritzy has 2 wins and Bobina has none. And with only 2 races left after this,
yeah,
he wouldn't be able to get the tie, so... Yeah. Just
so we got 5 laps to go on lap 24-28. Moving off the Tasmania getting close to each other as well, but we'll watch Feta and Bobina here because this could end up in something going down here in a matter of moments. And yes,
Feta's weaving down the straightaway, and so is Bobina. Little friendly shakes of the wheel.
I know Judgment Day is here. The pass is about to happen. And Feta now is going to wait for that DRS straight to get it done. Not going to push too hard because I don't want to get a penalty in the late stages of this race. As Mubimil gets another time penalty down in P12 at the moment. And Dragon Shamrock also catching CNF as well for P6. Luis has gone up to the top of the field.
Penalty. Yep.
It's a Sonic with a penalty. Here comes Feta.
And Bobina shaking the wheel at each other. Feta's just gonna get the move done easy enough. It was something I was just thinking about. At the moment, McLaren is scoring 14 points. Ritzy is scoring 25 for Alfa Romeo. The gap in the constructors would be 19 points between. I think it's either 19 or 20 between Alfa Romeo and McLaren. So there is still a massive fight going on in the constructors, and the drivers is looking to be almost wrapped up.
Well, Bobina's in the position right now of still keeping it alive, I believe.
Yeah, it's 50 points right now.
Yep.
50-point gap. It needs to be 52. for the championship to be over. So
Can't believe it. So we'll still not be over. It's Drunken Shamrock and Cnev. Now, Shamrock actually got another penalty too, so I'll go back to penalties chat. There you go. 6 seconds worth for Drunken Shamrock here at the moment. And now he's going to see if he can just try and pass Cnev and try to get 6 seconds on him in 3 laps.
Bobina needs to be within, just keep this. Right now he's within a second of Shamrock with that 6-second time only now.
Shamrock.
So he could drop it to full. Shamrock gets plays Zenav.
Through.
Or Zenav tried to do a switchback, but no grip.
Well, Cnev doesn't really need to push it. As I said, 6 seconds.
And yeah, in 3 laps, that's going to be pretty, probably not very difficult, but it'll be a challenge.
It will definitely be a challenge to say the least. As we have just 3 to go. The safety car can no longer come out now. It is clean green flag sailing to the end. Ritzy still with a 5.6 second lead. Port second. Ada Khan third in this race. The clouds have loomed over the Circuit of the Americans here at the moment. And I don't want to say anything if something happens.
I mean, we do have 2 laps left, so we could see. I didn't think that we would have any rain on the forecast, but we do see a little bit of sprinkling. Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, we wouldn't go to inners, but never know.
No.
Could be a mistake or two. Oh.
Oh, Bobina.
He will be fine.
Luckily,
but it's just.
I just want to point out, Ritzy, I saw that. I saw that moment you had. I saw it.
Oh, yeah, he has. He's lost. He's almost lost a second now to Port.
Who knows? Ritzy could just be doing a Ritzy. Who knows? 3 to go. Coming up to 2 to go now, and it looks pretty much settled throughout the field, except Cnev will most likely get up at the P6. Louis is just not going to be enough to be ahead of Cino for P4.
That actually. That could get 7th if he maintains the 5/10.
5.5. Yeah, he could. Actually, he very well could. As
actually, Fetta's keeping Bobina in his DRS. I saw him lift coming into the, let Bobina into DRS, so I think he's just trying to pull him along for now, hoping that Ginger won't get there on the gap.
Just going through the field here for you all right now. Everybody has had their stories in this race here at the Circuit of the Americans. Tasonics come in to try to go for a fastest lap attempt with 2 to go in this Grand Prix. And all I gotta say is, boy, shout out to Louis, who has gotten 11 positions from this start. A superb performance by the Mercedes driver, and has just done superbly. And P5 right now, especially getting involved in that incident early in the race. And Drunken Shamrock as well, doing very well in P6, doing that medium to soft strat for him right now. But we're on the final lap.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. If Feta didn't get involved in that incident, same for Zenav, they would be right now fighting for a podium position with Aiden. So it's just, yeah, it's a killer. Because those two were having pretty good races, and now they're back in 7th and 8th.
Oh, it's Aiden's got...
Zeno. Or no, Zeno's 5 seconds. Oh.
Now, where has Zeno gotten that from?
From speeding in the pit lane.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay, you can't get that
I
turned off.
mean,
Never mind.
there could be. I mean, there's been a glitch in the past to where even if you're going the pit limit, like the pit speed, you get it 5 seconds. So, never say never. Which actually, the gap between Ritzy and Port has dropped a lot. I think Ritzy's been
Well,
cruising.
yes. I think, especially with how these meetings probably are right now, probably doing that. But on the final lap now, and Ritzy, this will be third win, correct?
Yes, this will be the
Confirm?
third win.
Yes.
Povmai, Bobina, and Feta. Feta gets a time penalty
One
for cutting the corner.
and a half hands on the trophy. Ritzy Raccoon wins this American Grand Prix. Gets it done. Port will come home in second as Ichigo has a hell of a crash behind.
Feta and
Ada
Bobina are actually
Khan
battling for 8th because Feta got a penalty, so yeah.
and Sino
Will fall out of the set, or it's just a second between him and Aiden. Zeno will go to 6th. Feta, 8th, Bobina 9th. Ginger will get the last point as Mumu has 12 seconds penalties.
As championship will continue to Mexico still. And Tazonic,
Anything
the
can
last left. That's right. Anything can happen. It is, what, 50 points? Ritzy has one DNF. If he has back-to-back DNFs, and Bobina gets the fastest lap.
Yeah, Bobina gets his first 2 career wins in BRL. It's not over.
And there's Cody's driver of the day.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. P16 to P5? Yeah.
Yes.
Solid.
As we'll get our top 3 in very shortly, folks. And there is Ritzy Raccoon with the win after a very entertaining Tier 2 race here in the Circuit of the Americas. Wow.
Those first 10 laps were very fun.
I think first half of that race was unbelievable. But there's the results for you all here at COTA. And Smokey Ginger just out in the top 10 with points. And wow, fastest lap goes to Ichigo down in P13 with a 32.248. And wow, what can you say after this one? As I will do this. Boom, boom, and boom. There we go. Right. As invites have been sent to our top 3. And let me just write down that. There we go. Wait for you could stuff Aiden can't, since we'll just wait because poor people can time and get it if he wants to. There we go.
Alright, so Aiden. P33, probably the race you won, but yeah. Continuing what you had from last week, you won last week, finished 3rd this week. Looking pretty solid right now.
I wasn't gonna get any better than. I wasn't gonna get any better than P3. I didn't feel like my pace was too strong, and I just found a setup like right before the race that worked, so I just picked that. I'm really annoyed that I didn't get pole because I feel like I had the lap in me, but I just didn't pull it out. I invalidated. Yeah, the race I got passed by Port turn 1. and then it was just like a DRS train. Then I clicked the DRS and ERS button on my wheel at the same time, and it disconnected my wheel and put it into PC mode. So my AI turned on. That's why I
Oh,
lost like
That's what
4
happened.
seconds. And
Yeah, we saw
yeah,
you win AI.
I was
I
gonna do
thought
a
your
two
game
stop.
audio cut out, but
Yeah, I was gonna do a two stop, but I just didn't want to because I thought I wouldn't be able to get those positions back that I lost because I would have come out P7 and I had a penalty. So I just stayed on. My tires just absolutely died on the last 2 laps, and then I got a pen. I was trying to keep Zeno out of my 3 second range because I thought that I might get a penalty from contact with Ichigo, but I don't think I will. And
yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'll say my opinion on it. Just real quick, I don't. I think it's just a racing incident because I saw what happened. So should be fine.
okay.
Should be a P3 for you. Um, yep, solid race. You could get more points for Ferrari. Which I don't know where they are in the constructors fight, but points are points. So move on to port. P2 started fourth. Want to say? I believe it was
Yeah.
P4. Yeah, second. Did have a 3 second time penalty. I don't remember when you got it, but how'd that race go for you?
Yeah, it was all right. I was hoping to, when Bailey got that drive through after the VSC, then it was just down to I knew it was just down to a two-horse race between Ritzy and I, and I made a dumb mistake. I really shouldn't have gotten warnings there. I just lost concentration in the S's. Yeah, that was pretty frustrating, but Ritzy got the undercut on me. And then I got stuck behind those 3 cars, and they tried to battle me a little bit, which got kind of frustrating. Yeah, and then Ritzy was just out of touch, so I was kind of just vibing in P2 for the rest of the race.
Yeah, that drive-through penalty was a killer for Bobina, which I think would be a perfect time to transition over to your race winner, Ritzy. Do you want to do that or me?
yeah, Ritzy
There you go.
P1, the victory. Talk us through that, the opening stages of the race, and just trying to get through the traffic and just being on your own at the end.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race. Qualifying went really well, surprisingly. I didn't really think that I was going to be able to contend for pole, but I was able to be up there. And then in the race, yeah, it's unfortunate that Bobino got a drive-through penalty. It could have definitely changed the way the race went if Bobino hadn't got the drive-through, but it was unfortunate how it happened. And then I decided to pit a lap earlier on the softs to go onto the mediums because I saw that Aiden had done the same thing to go 1 lap early, and I remember just how OP his strategy was in Japan, so I just decided to go the lap afterwards. And yeah, it turned out to work really well. I was able to get past the traffic and just led the race from there. I'm really happy that I also didn't get a penalty. That was, yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, that's right. No penalties, probably where you want to be there, especially here at the Circuit of the Americas. But there we go. Anything else, Tyler? Anything else?
No. Championship will now be 50 points though, so you are sitting pretty good there. Yeah, I think that's about it.
What
Yeah, it goes
I
to the
do
next
want to
round.
ask, Fritz, what do you think of Mexico next week?
Nope.
Mexico, it's a track that I'm usually good at. Uh, I mean, I just need to focus on not getting penalties around Mexico. That's what cost me a win last season as well. And once I get that done, then I should just be fine. You know, I wasn't really thinking much about the championship this race. I just wanted to be able to finish. But Mexico, it's definitely one where it's going to come down to the wire.
In which you will
Yeah,
have to, if as long as you finish 8th next week, your championship is yours. So just don't pull a Japan, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I definitely want to get past that race. Terrible. Just like 10 out of 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
all right.
Don't watch that video.
Well, folks, yeah, don't. All right, folks, thank you for watching here in T2. What a race it was. Thank you to our top 3 drivers for coming in here on the podiums. Tom, thank you very much for me coming in. Very interesting race. But, folks, stay tuned 40 minutes time. T1, it is another championship that could be done and dusted. We'll have to wait and see if it is or it is not. So stay tuned for that. 40 minutes time, and Katra hopefully will be back for T2 next week, unless she blows out another mic.